Oh god, it's like that illusion of stairs.
Damn it.
Where like you're walking in all different directions and then you're like walking upside down and you're yeah. Shit, what the hell is up with this place? There's so much gold. It's hurting my eyes.
For real?
This distortion is especially bad here. It's barely holding up. Plus, it's not even on our map. So we must ascertain the truth through our eyes alone. Yes, sir. Skeet.
I'll reveal your true form.
I just want to get rid of this guy first.
Alright, the first move is on.
There.
3 enemies defeated.
Oh.
Good one, Joker.
I might as well let you see Yusuke's again.
Not over yet.
This is my other self.
Unless he misses
Goemon,
too.
strike.
Goemon! Oh dang, I didn't realize I was gonna kill. Never mind, we won't see Yusuke's again.
Losers.
Spectacular victory.
I don't know if I've ever... I think I already made the joke before, but it's like...
Alright.
Morgana when Joker misses an attack,
That was
impossible.
easy.
And then it's like Ryuji when he misses an... Or Morgana when Ryuji misses an attack, and it's like, you fucking donut.
See it.
Oh boy, looks like my time to shine to insult Ryuji. Well, it looks like the wall here is all wrinkly.
How could this be?
I thought I'd seen everything there was to see in this distorted world, but to think a place would conjure up such a bizarre place. So, like, which way are we supposed to go? I didn't see any other ways forward, did you?
Huh?
What's this? Whoa! Part of the wall's peeling, so I pulled it off. That was an actual wall. I see, so it was camouflaged. We may have been trapped here for eternity had you not noticed that. Ooh, nice work, Skull. You did it. That's the only time Morgana will ever congratulate Skull. Sure. I know I just got lucky, right? You know I just got lucky, right?
Listen up.
There might be more walls like this up ahead. Let's keep an eye out. Of course.
Whoa!
Whoa, did we just warp? It seems even the paths beyond these apertures are distorted in some way, in the same way as this room. See, now we're like running. We got that gangster run, you know, like gangster lean run.
Hey,
Huh?
look at this.
Why is this painting here? It's probably some kind of illusion. We're in a palace after all. Well, I guess the painting itself might be correct though. You say correct, but aren't they all counterfeit? Although maybe the real one's here too. I wonder. Either way, the fact is that this here might mean it's connected to the space in some way. Maybe. I don't know how he does. I don't know how he does it in a movie. But. Wait, are we back from where we started? It seems this is a trick after all. He would not have let us proceed that easily. Well, let's try this door. Guess not. We got sent back again. So, now it has something to do with the paintings. This painting, is it the Sayuri?
Hey.
Isn't that a fake? I mean, this is Madarame's palace. There is an obvious difference if you look closely. It shouldn't be too difficult to tell them apart. Yeah, maybe it's obvious for you. What do you think, Joker? It's the real thing. That is correct. It seems you have quite the eye for the other one is in a blue shirt. How would I not, like, what do you fucking mean? What do you mean? It seems you have a keen eye for detail. It's like the other one's wearing a freaking blue shirt. Like, what? That is correct. It seems you have quite the eyeball for detail, Joker. For real? That's amazing!
It's
The
beautiful.
vibrant crimson clothes, her beautiful hair, the sublime balance between subject and background. This may only be an illusion, but it is without a doubt a spitting image of the true Sayuri. And then she will guide us to our next destination. What the? It flew away! So now, if we enter this door, we get teleported somewhere else.
Yes!
Oh, isn't this somewhere new? Seeing past the false image has opened a path to the truth. This golden place is filled with counterfeit work is a prime example of the alchemy of Madarame's brain. And here, just in reality, he entraps those who cannot see through his lying facade. You might be right. No wonder the distortion is so strong here.
Hey.
So hey, what does that mean? I think it means finding the real Sayuri should break through the distortion and open a path. So, do we just gotta check all of them? Why would we do that? Let's just look for the real one, assuming we can differentiate it. Well, it's obviously not these two because they don't have the tree branch. And the only one available is this one, so it has to be this one because all the other ones don't have the tree branch. So,
Hey.
what do you think of this painting? Is it real? It's the real thing.
Well.
Yes, that is the true Sayuri. It may be an illusion, but there can be no mistaking its allure. Nicely done, Joker. Hell yeah, I got a keen eye for detail. Also, I've memorized which all the correct paintings are. I'm just kidding. So that one looks pretty accurate.
Focus.
But only a fool would not notice the wall back here. Is there something up with the wall? Alright, let's take a closer look.
Yes!
You did it! Should we take a look at around here then? Of course. Want a treasure chest first. And this indeed is the true Sayuri.
Hey.
What do you think of this painting? Is it real? It's the real thing. Yes,
Wow.
that is the true Sayuri. It may be illusion, but there can be no mistaking its allure. Nicely done, Joker. All the versions on display were fakes, while the real one was hidden the whole time? Just like in his room. Everything can be cycled back to what's happening in the real world. Huh? Where the shit did it fly off to? Ordinarily, because I didn't want to make the mistake, but if you make the mistake and say the real thing to one of the fake ones, a shadow will just appear. Like, you gain, it'll be almost like getting ambushed. Like, the palace security will go up and a shadow will spawn. I mean, you don't have to get ambushed. Like, you can attack the shadow so you don't get ambushed, but a shadow will just, like, appear. At least I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. I could be misinterpreting, but I just know a shadow will spawn if you get it wrong. Ah, damn it! What the hell's going on here? We have seen all the false images. Something must have changed somewhere. Well, this door is now glowing. There you have it. Oh, isn't this somewhere new? Just be careful, okay? The distortion is growing much stronger deeper we go.
It's somewhere.
I do kind of like the subtlety of the soundtrack right now. Like, it's the same music as just like the normal Infiltration, but they removed sort of like the bass and drums and they just made it like kind of like taps, which I think is interesting. I like it. And now we got the bass and drums again. Ah, that is. There it is. Just as I expected, Madarame.
That means...
Then is that the treasure behind him? It's kind of hard to tell from here. Let's get a closer look. Yes, sir. As I sip my beverage.
There it is. Doesn't it look a bit hazy? For the time being. Once we send the card and make Madarame aware it'll be stolen, it'll materialize like, yoo-hoo!
I wonder what form it will take.
Who knows? Bet it's something like a self-portrait.
Well, he can't do
The
those.
source of what distorted Madarame's reality this much.
He can't do self. Well, I guess he could have had someone painted him a self-portrait, I guess, but I don't know. Could be anything. Assuming it's probably gonna be some sort of painting, right?
So, what now? Think it's safe to say we got a route set?
We know where the treasure is, but I'm not sure that we've necessarily secured the route.
Huh? Why is that?
You must be talking about the infrared lasers surrounding it.
Exactly.
That, and the outer perimeter is swarming with guards. Forcing our way through will be difficult.
Why don't we just go beat up Madarame right now?
So we'll need to find a way to steal it, too. This is tougher than it was with Kamoshida.
We just have to make one final push. Let's check this floor.
Hell yeah.
Focus.
I want to save my game. It's been a while.
We can use this space.
Sweet. I think we're going to be able to come right back here if we want to.
I should
And
write
also, I
something.
can save my game. Bro, by the time I get bored of this game, I'm probably going to be at like 1,000 hours. And even then, I won't be bored of it. I still... Okay. Now, here's like my dilemma that like most people always... Like, they don't care. They just walk around it. But I really think there should be chapter selects in a game this long. There are chapter selects in games that are only like 6 hours long. I really wish you could just say, and even if the chapter selects were as simple as like, okay, just go to the beginning of where this palace day, or like this palace starts or whatever, like the days before when you're learning about the evil villains and then starting to infiltrate their palaces. Even if you start there, because it's still like the chapters in this game would be super long. Like if you chunk it up by like each palace and doing all that as a chapter, it's still super long. You're playing probably like 20 hours of gameplay per chapter. And I get that that's the reason why they give you so many save slots. I think you have like 30 something save slots that you can use. But my problem is with that is your stats don't save then. Like what if I wanted to start you know, doing Madarame's palace, but I wanted someone's specific bond up, but I didn't do that in a previous like save state. Like my game will be saved with me without me like talking to this person or having my current stats and stuff. It's just annoying. I really want to be, because like this game is so long. Like if you want to play a certain portion of this game, you have to replay the whole game or go back to like a previous save where like you were, you know, at the stats of where you saved the game. I don't know. It's something that I just wish was possible.
All right, let's do this.
I mean, I'm sure most people don't have a problem with just having extra saves if they wanted to go back to a portion of the game, but I don't like that because I like to keep the stats, and I don't want to have to like make sure I do all the necessary preparations and then save, so then I could just go back and replay with what I want to do at that time. There's just it's just more micromanaging than just being able to like have like a sort of universally saved status and then just going into a chapter select with like what you've done. I don't know. I think the primary reason why they can't have a chapter select is because like your game is entirely up to how you play it. Because like you don't have to talk to like Ryuji or On at the beginning of the game. You literally can just say screw them and just do whatever the hell you want for like the entirety of the game, never leveling them up. So like who's to say that you click on a chapter select, do they just have to give you like level rank 5 and On and Ryuji's bond or something like that? Like that doesn't seem fair. So that's like, I think that's the whole reason why, is because there's too much like of your own decisions to make. But still, I want to be able to go back to late game and not have to play through the whole goddamn thing again. But then again, I'm willing to do it because I love this game. That's why I have like 200 hours already on it.
Whoa!
Oh, the control room. Think we can turn those lasers off here? Yeah, just gotta turn off the lasers.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't need a password for this one. What do you want to do? Let's turn off the lasers. Huh? Nothing happened. Error. Only Lord Madarame can access this terminal due to maximum security protocol. The heck? There's no point in even coming here then. It seems disabling the infrared lasers is not within the realm of possibility for us. Then let's try the other ones. Shut down the main power. What is the meaning of this? I'm not sure. It seems we have lost power. The backup generator should bring it up again in no time. What a nasty surprise. Could this also be... Hey, someone! It came back on pretty damn fast. Yes, and the infrared lasers remain active even during the power outage. So we'll only be able to turn off the power off if they're in there for a few seconds. Wait a second, aren't those guards that just ran out headed this way? What else should we try? We might be in trouble if we don't hurry. Open the shutters. So now we have access to the upper floors. All right. Now, there are more places we can explore. So you're the ones who tampered with the electricity. Crap, we got company. Let's silence him fast. He just pulls out a gun with a silencer like pop pop. Shh.
This one's strong against gunshots. Don't waste your bullets.
Ravage them!
Ravage them.
Down! That was incredible, Joker. Okay, guys.
Easy. Show's over. And the curtain falls. Phew, that was a surprise. All we merely managed to do is open the shutters.
Indeed.
On top of that, we can only turn the lights off briefly, while the lasers remain unaffected. Oh well, guess we just gotta see what's past those shutters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
I think he's talking about a will seed nearby.
I have something.
And that would be the final will seed.
I'll reveal your true form.
I like that shout. He's like, what did I ever done to you?
Let's go. You're mine.
boom time.
Daddy, chill.
Nice!
What the hell is even that?
Okay.
That's all it takes for me.
That's all it takes for me. Let's crawl through this vent. And enter the penis-shaped structure.
Alright, it's...
Alright, a treasure chest. A treasure chest? 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 I don't know what's wrong with me, I'm sorry. Hell yeah. Interesting. Bim bam bam, rim a dam bam. Ding. Hell yeah. No. Oh. What the? They got shadows here too? I can feel a seed past this door. It might be a pain to get our hands on it though. Understandable. But we're still doing it anyway. This one's gonna be tough. You guys ready? Let's go. Let's do it. How did you all know what? It doesn't even matter. Now that you're here, now that you've seen this place, you won't be leaving alive. This room will only be your end. We'll be passing through. Yeah, get him, Yusuke. You tell him. Right.
Finish that!
That was incredible,
Let's go.
Joker! That was incredible, Joker! Okay, guys, let's do it!
Let's go.
Let's
I'll
go.
end it.
I'll end it. Oh no, you flashed my tits.
Get ready!
Doesn't he resist? Okay, no. Ooh, I inflicted it with burn.
Woodland Persona, eat this!
Hit him with the technical.
You're mine.
Or not.
That was incredible,
I guess because he was already weak to it. But if an opponent's burning and you hit him with wind, that's a technical. But since he's already weak to wind, it just made him weak, so.
Persona! Prepare yourself.
Brain Jack. Oh god, he hit us all. Well, I hope I don't die. Sure hope I don't die. Great. I just gotta wait for someone to snap out of it. Or until he does that. Okay. Yeah.
There!
It'll just be me. We'll kill him. We'll be fine. Or not.
Sorry, I'm at my limit. Take this!
Please kill him. I swear to God, if this hits all of us. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything will be fine if Joker can actually fucking hit this attack. Thank you. Oh my god, I panicked there. I hate brainwash, dude. Jesus.
All right, level up.
But that goes to show that even at my, powerfulness, we still almost got our asses ate out. Or ate out. I don't even know how. Luckily, we didn't panic. And that's a little taste of how, dumb this game can get. Because, everything would have been, super A-okay if Joker would have literally just hit that one attack beforehand. But, added on to everyone getting brainwashed, he has to miss his attack. It annoys me. It really does. There will be a lot of that crap happening late game. I guarantee you. I might actually still get frustrated at this game. From all the bullshit that still happens. It seems like I miss attacks when it, matters, though. That's the thing. That's what they do. When it actually matters, it's yeah, you're gonna miss, 8 attacks now for no reason. I'm not inflicted with dizzy. I'm not inflicted with any ailment. I'm currently at decent health, and I have, decent personas. And I'm just gonna go and miss, 8 attacks in a row for no reason. I don't know. That's just me. Happens a lot. Happens to the best of us.
Another will seed. And it looks like that's the last one, too.
Oh, yeah. First things first, I'm the realist.
Oh, this feeling.
Yeah, definitely gonna save after that. I'm afraid I'm
We found a new safe.
gonna get my booty hole stretched. Let's make note of this and come back later.
I'll just add this.
I'll just add this. Let's continue exploring.
Focus.
If you don't mind me, I'm gonna steal your stuff. We will take those distorted desires.
Oh, a treasure chest. This is what thievery is about.
I still wanted to do the we can get more menu.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Didn't even break a sweat. Did you say that before when you died? I'm just kidding, it's my fault. It's not your fault that you died. I wasn't ready for like brainwashing to miss like my attacks. Just be like that sometimes. Huh? Is some kind of security room too? No, it is most likely where all the mechanisms in the exhibition hall are controlled from. Given the number of hanging works, it would make sense to have a room dedicated to controlling them. The observational skills of an artist are out of this world. I mean, like, yeah, I'm sure artists have more observational skills than most, but I don't think it takes a genius to deduce that this is probably where they control stuff. It's like going backstage on a theater and being like, this is where they control the hanging props and the curtains and stuff. It's like, yeah, like, where'd you think they were controlling them? I don't know. What do you think this move? Do you think this moves the wires for all the hanging art? It looks like Fox's deduction was on point. Hey, look! Ain't this right above the treasure? Oh, look! There ain't any lasers above it! This is quite a large hole in the security, but what do we do? Jump down and retrieve it? Man. We wouldn't be able to get out of there if we did, though. Look up. Oh. A crane with a hook. The hook! I'm hooked! And that means the mayo can. You know, instead of saying get sent to Brazil, why didn't we say get sent to the mayo can? Didn't we need something earlier that looked like it could be a set of controls for the crane? Let's go check it out. No thanks. Let's just leave. How about no? Then he waddled away.
Joker.
It looks like this is it, Joker. Let's give it a try. Stop! Stop! They'll notice if you keep that up. Get back up there. Go, go, go. This could be useful. Do you plan on descending on the hook? Would they spot you the moment you were lowered down? No, not necessarily. There's something I can do to make sure that doesn't happen. Use the darkness. I'm Batman. Exactly, that's our Joker. Oh, right, we were able to turn off the lights in the other control room. Only for a few seconds, though. There would not be enough time to make it all the way here. That's why we're going to split up in tasks and work together to pull this heist off. One person will shut the power off here, and one person will lower the crane, and I'll grab the treasure. You sure that's gonna work? Seems like they'd realize what's going on at some point. Sometimes bold moves have the greatest payout, unless someone has a better idea. The plan sounds good to me. Well said, Joker. You understand what being a phantom thief really means. Alright, it's settled. Our infiltration route is secured. You gotta be kidding me. Now then, it's time for the calling card. Hell yeah. I did get the will seeds, and I think I got everything else I needed. So, looks like it's time to skedaddle. Oh, I'm guessing Igor wants to speak.
Inmate.
You seem to be doing well, inmate. We have an
inside.
important matter to
We've
discuss
much to discuss
regarding your rehabilitation. At least Justine doesn't give me the boot.
There you are, inmate.
And here I am.
Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the electric chair, used to sacrifice personas and transmutate them into high-level items.
We're good.
Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned.
What if it doesn't, though? Is he gonna castrate me?
Work hard for it, inmate.
My. You took too long. Now your candy is gone. That's what happens. Bug out. So now I can do electric chair executions. Which
Time for some rehab.
They will be reborn anew.
they will explain. I was going to explain, but they're going to do it. This ritual lets you sacrifice personas and transmute them into high-level items. You'll lose the persona, but you'll get things like useful weapons and accessories. We'll record the transmutation result of each persona in the inmate registry. You better be grateful. Each time you make a sacrifice, you need to use a special material with the potential for transmutation. You probably have no idea what it is, so take this one and get clued in. You better show you better show your gratitude for it. You should be able to find them in your own reality too, not just the other one. Do your best to find them.
Done already? What?
What now, inmate? Heading back already? Yes.
No slacking
Go back
off.
and enjoy your break. No slacking off.
What is
Is
the
something
matter?
wrong? You appear to be lost in thought.
Shall we be
Excellent.
off?
No problems all around. Shall we get going? Thanks, Yusuke. Thanks for checking in, dog. I guess
I should
I'll
write
save
something.
one more time real quick. And let us leave. Let's leave!
What do you want to do?
We've secured a route to the treasure. Do you want to get out of here? Let's return.
Alright.
Well, I'm
that
still kind of
settles
worried, but we gotta do this. I cannot even
Fascinating.
begin to fathom what Madarame's treasure may be. Either way, we'll steal it for sure. Oh, and you'll all do great today. You all did great today. You all do great today. Like, that makes sense. Speaking like present tense and future.
Yes.
We finally secured our route to the treasure. All we need to do now is send the calling card.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been waiting for this. Anyways, where are we gonna send it? I guess that part's up to you, dude. Let us know when you need to see us. Oh, let us know when you need us. I think he said, not see us, but
You're back.
Okay.
You did great today. You tired? No, sir. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All we have to do now is send a calling card to Madarame. Alright, it's finally time. Now all we gotta do is decide when we're gonna do it. Shouldn't we talk with Yusuke about it first? Why? I mean, Madarame was his teacher. It's not our place to be deciding something like this. Oh, yeah. Let's talk to Yusuke. Yeah, the problem's bigger than just the three of us. Anyway, how about we all meet up at the hideout? Yep, sounds good. Okay, let me know when you all want to meet, and I'll tell Yusuke. Sure thing.
Hey,
You don't have any books you haven't read, right? I guess we'll just have to daydream until we get there. I'm probably not gonna really buy any more books. I guess I'll be daydreaming for like 8 months. Do you ever use the study corner in the library? I always end up goofing off at home, and not many people know of it. But isn't the environment kind of a problem? Have you heard of rumors about that transfer student? Oh, him? Yeah, he used to be all anyone ever talked about. But you remember Mr. Kamoshida's big apology? The transfer student's kind of old news now. My recent test scores haven't been so hot. If I don't shape up, my allowance could be in danger. Not your allowance! Not your allowance! Oh my god, your allowance is in danger! Oh my god!
Today we're going
what are we
over-
gonna do? Oh no! Oh no, there's a corrupt dude who's literally plagiarizing people's work and stealing their ideas and making money off of it and treating people like crap, but your allowance! You're... I'm sorry. Oh my god. It's impossible to apply math even in an abstract concept like beauty. The golden ratio used in the Mona Lisa and the Parthenon and the Parthenon, I think. The Parthenon is a famous example, but a different ratio has been used in Japanese art and architecture since ancient times. I'm sure you've all heard of the silver ratio. Now then, Vanilla-san, take a look at this.
Give me an answer.
The golden ratio is 1 to 1.618, but do you know what the silver ratio is? It is 1 to 1.414.
This is it.
Precisely.
You can't just say this is it and expect me to reply the answer. That's correct. You can see it's closer to the square than the golden ratio, right? One theory says it's because Asians have a rounder faces than Westerners, so they prefer a similar shape. This ratio was used in things like ukiyo paintings and the pagodas of the Hiroji Temple. I have no idea what any of those paintings are, or sculptures, or whatever the hell or architecture structures are. One you should be familiar with is the B4 size paper. Those proportions are the silver ratio. Wow, really? Vanilla Cocoon seems kind of smart, doesn't he? Well, he must be really smart to answer a question like that. Oh yeah, I hear that mascots, however, seem to have cute faces that are close to this ratio. In other words, if you see this ratio, you can make cute things.
Nice.
Is it true that mascots tend to have roundish faces? Oh, it is true that mascots tend to have roundish faces. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? Sending the calling card. Hey, want to send the calling card? We know the route to the treasure now. Couldn't hurt to get it out of the way sooner, right? So what it should be, should we assemble at the hideout and send the calling card? Just give me a second, dog. Let me save my progress. Oh my god. If someone sneezes, is it truly the virus or is it just the common flu? Find out next time in Case Studies. Yep. I guess we're stealing his treasure. Stealing that heart, stealing that fart. Show me your true fart! What is wrong with me?
We can now take him down, yes?
Madarame is going to be a changed man. There won't be any way to revert it, though. You sure you're okay with that?
I have thought it over carefully. And I cannot think of a future in which he does not pay his dues. He has preyed not only on the art world, but on countless talents. So, I humbly request your help.
I humbly request your help. Sorry. Don't get too worked up.
I apologize for making you do this.
Not at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yusuke. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
Suave. I'm a suave kind of guy, though.
Cool. The calling card is a way to trigger a change in his cognition.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography, I think.
Very nicely put, Lady Ann. You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? You continue to mention cognition quite readily, but why does this world formed from materialized cognitions even exist to begin with?
Plot development.
Don't tell me. Has it always existed while we go about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Plot development.
At the very least, I know it existed before the Kamoshida incident. but that's all.
Can you imagine how boring this game would be if the way you took down evil bastards was literally just calling the police? Come on now. Come on. Come on now. We gotta make it interesting.
I see.
Crap. You totally caught me off guard with that. It's kind of weird thinking there might be whole worlds we just don't know a damn thing about. Did the thought ever cross your mind?
I mean, personally, yeah.
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all.
What? What? Because I don't live here. Can't know about a place unless I've never been there. I can't understand your accent.
All that's important is that we know how to make use of that world and how to traverse it.
Send the calling card.
Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
A calling card, huh? Will he take it seriously?
No.
He is famous after all. He has often received slanderous letters till now as well.
No, I think that's like a way around that development. Is like, yeah, I'm sure the dude's probably been like threatened and whatnot, but because we're like attacking his distortions, he's the only one who sort of knows, is like on the inside world of like his own personal desires. So like when our calling cards are explicitly addressing your distorted desires, and we know that you're like plagiarizing work and stuff like that, so for him to be personally attacked in that regard, it always like pisses the people off.
He'll know best whether the crime written on it is for real or not.
Wait, are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable.
I
at
thought
best.
Ryuji's calling card was cool.
You should do it then, Yusuke. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Oh, then I'll think it up and you make it cooler.
Designing a calling card. Interesting.
So now we have an actual
It
artist.
shall become proof that the Phantom Thieves do exist.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours.
Hell yeah.
You guys better come fully prepared.
And now we're gonna actually have like the actual Phantom Thieves logo with like the just like the top hat and like the flaming mask.
Ah, you're back.
You know, I tried changing the chat icon. Looks like the same to me. Maybe it's just for the group and it doesn't show up in here. Well, you should take a look at it later. It's the Phantom Thieves logo I had Yusuke draw for us. The calling card turned out great because of him too. Anyways, this is the first job for the Phantom Thieves. We really can't screw this up, okay? I'm not underestimating anything, I assure you. And make sure Yusuke gets a lot of rest today, okay? Yeah. Well, see y'all tomorrow. Night. See you tomorrow. Actually, because you can yeah, see that now it's the actual like Phantom Thieves logo. I kind of like Ryuji's though. It's kind of cute. You know what time it is?
Hey!
Actually, never mind. Am I allowed to? Looks like the chief made curry. I doubt there are any leftover ingredients though. Okay. You know what? I'm going to brew some coffee.
Oh.
Are you making some coffee tomorrow? Not a bad idea. I'll brew some coffee.
Oh,
Looks like you're starting to get interested in this. Hey, you're not trying to impress me, are you? Well, whatever. All right, I'm heading out to buy some cigarettes. I love the smell of good coffee.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
The way you're drinking it makes it look delicious. Master coffee. Heh, looks like the chief's gentlemanly charm is rubbing off on you. Hell yeah. Got that charm, baby. Looks like you're at it again. How's it going? Here, I'll have a sip. This acidity. This must be Guatemala SHB.
Let me explain.
Guatemalan SHB. The volcanic soil of Guatemala is ideal for growing coffee. Guatemala beans are ranked by their altitude of cultivation. Strictly hard bean (SHB), a grade given to coffee grown at altitudes above 4,500 feet. Has a citrus-like acidity and a full body. The flavor profile is bland. You should practice more to bring out the roast's full potential. Although, I see you're preparing the cup the way I taught you. I'll acknowledge your hard work. Thanks, Sayuri. You see a lot of different customers come through when you have a cafe like this. Even if someone looks a little like trouble, I'll serve them the same cup of coffee I serve everyone else. That's my job. I have pride in what I do. You're like a customer too, one that takes a tremendous amount of effort. You have the potential, so keep training. Thanks, Dad.
Well,
We should rest now. We have a big day tomorrow. I got high on caffeine and couldn't sleep last night. Woo! Damn it, I want to go home. I don't want to go to school. This sucks. I'm so tired every day. I don't want to go to work. Are there any breaks coming up? Nope. We're in the long haul, baby. School. Hell yeah.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
Please excuse me for a moment.
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's, Sayuri Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail. From the Phantom Thieves.
Thieves?
Whose doing is this?
We don't know. The same letter's been posted everywhere.
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Oh, the cat! They should have checked the cat!
Remove these at once!
Of course.
Like how Morgana was doing it.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Uh-oh.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
Should have checked the cat, man. Man, if the only thing I saw was a squirrel in my recording, I'd fight that squirrel.
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
the treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man. Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show them. We're gonna surprise them all.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
I'm counting on you guys.
We'll be counting on you, too.
You have no reservations about this either.
Of course not. We'll do this.
It's showtime. The atmosphere here seems significantly different. I mean, we basically declared war on him by sending him that card. But there's nothing to fear. We've secured our route and we're ready to go. We'll take the treasure in style. Wait.
I'll just add this.
Should save first.
Let's go.
Our only objective today is stealing the treasure. Let's go. Wait. It's this way, right? No. It's up. It's through the door. My bad. Already going the wrong way. Wait. Not this way. No, it was this way. Wait, it's out here. That's where I need to go. I'm already lost. Here we are, ladies and gents. Time to steal the treasure. It's finally time. There will be no turning back once we begin the operation. And if the worst comes to worst, we might have to fight. Joker. That's right. Are you ready, Joker? I'll ready as I'll ever be. Yes. Okay, everyone into positions.
There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I mean, we've done a ton in here. It ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay? What if it catches up to you?
We usually run, so you'll be fine.
Don't underestimate an ex-runner.
Exactly.
I'm definitely gonna shake it off.
Hey! There's some weird people over here! Hey! I need some help!
What's the matter?
You'd better make it, Skull.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Only the best can appreciate these critical moments. Plus, this feels like we're really Phantom Thieves.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
There's Fox's signal. That means they're ready to go. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Joker, now!
Yeah!
Grabbed.
Wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
Let's go.
Let us reconvene with Mona. Well, who's pulling him up now? How'd he get up? How'd he get back up? No one was on the lever. How's that for a skilled plan? That was amazing, Mona. Lord Madarame, the piece is gone. How dare those vermin? But now we'll have to cover them. We'll have to corner them like rats they are. Lock the doors at once. They have nowhere to run.
Hey.
So, what did the treasure turn out to be? I'm guessing it's a painting based on the shape. We can take a look later. For now, we must escape. Yeah, it's time to go. Hell yeah. And of course, we can't go back out the same way we just were. We gotta make, like, I don't know, a squirrel and climb this tree. Oh no. Does this window lead outside? What are you doing? We have to hurry or... There! The trespassers are up there! Lock down the control room and get them! What do we do? They're already here! There's no time to contemplate. We must escape now!
Whoa.
Whoa, this shit's real high. Wait, did he say it? This shit's real high up.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
Sorry, I never remember when they, like, start going to the voice actors or not. I apologize. I'm, like, reading over their lines.
Is this another portal to an unknown destination?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
For real? But I guess there's no other way. Is this the courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
Oh god, he's going crazy again. Don't you dare rub your junk on this one, okay? I'm watching you, Morgana.
Why is Mona getting excited now of all times?
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure.
Treasure.
Treasure. Huh?
We've been tricked.
This is the
We've
treasure?
been duped. And quite possibly we've been bamboozled.
kill some vermin. Is this what you're looking for?
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
I mean, I would buy that art that was clearly faked.
What made you change like this? Is it because you became famous? Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire about the crimes of my foster father?
Now that I think back, the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother. That woman never lost her passion for painting, even after her husband died. Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
How low can you sink?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine?
Genuine? The actual Sayuri.
The real Sayuri?
She was holding a baby the whole time.
This can't be. Mom.
Huh?
Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself.
See, like, the whole thing that made Sayuri really cool is, like, what is she looking at? Like, there's, like, the mystery of, like, what's, like, on the lower half where the fog covers up. But now you know that she painted herself holding Yusuke as a baby, so. Makes it so much worse that he painted over it and sold actual fake copies of it. But I guess it's better, like, privately knowing that this was what his mother's true intentions were, and that she loved him and wanted to paint a portrait of her and him. So.
A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth behind the mystery of Sayuri's expression.
You stole something that personal?
I knew at first glance. I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture, why did you paint over it?
It was all to stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to.
They want to know what's
Each
underneath
of
the
those
fog.
parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
Because now it's just sort of a self-portrait of a mother and her son. Which I'm sure there's... Not saying that it's bad, it's just that's been done before, you know? Like, the mystery of what Sayuri was looking at is what drew people to the painting.
I always felt something was off about all this. Now I know what it is. If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
I mean, that's not a mystery,
When
though.
you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what. Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
I can't believe you're treating both mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman!
Fox?
I've heard that you destroy your art once they outlive their usefulness. Did that include my mother as well?
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of me. That's when a thought crossed my mind.
This is where he gets real scummy.
If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
No. You let her die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure. Above all, Yusuke, didn't you think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only 3? The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults.
And this is, I guess, where, like, people would absolutely now lose their sympathy for the man. Which, yeah, I'm not trying to, like, say that what these guys, there's any, like, rhyme or reason for their actions. But I don't know. Part of me is at least sitting here like, at least she died. I can't imagine him just continually stealing from his mother and ruining her life than just to have her die. But I mean, the impact it had on Yusuke is tremendous. He lost both his family. Well, his father was never around, but lost his only, like, actual parental figure. And never got to really know her. I mean, can't say you really know someone for only 3 years of your life, and those 3 years are literally you being born. So I'm sure, like, you know, the first 2 years are probably erased from his memory, you know? Not everyone's born with a gifted memory of literally being able to remember what happened in the goddamn womb. So,
It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
Yusuke?
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive you has disappeared without a trace at this very moment. You aren't some rotten artist. You're a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want. Those who have the connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention, the value of art is all subjective. I make the rules in the art scene. I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
This isn't good. Get back!
this isn't good. Get back. He's gonna turn into some weird, gross thing. Nice stash.
The mediocre cannot understand. Now, let's begin, you vermin.
You used others for your own despicable desires, Madarame. You aren't even worth the art you create!
Joker, don't lose focus. There's no telling what he'll try.
Sona. Kuya Picaro! Violet win!
Madarame's out!
Damn it! I'm the great Madarame! The Madarame who gathers a full crowd every time he opens an exhibit! I'm not someone that worthless brats like you are allowed to defy!
What's there to defy?
Egotistic ranting.
None of their work is yours.
Taste the wrath of all those you preyed upon.
I'm not gonna disrespect your art because it's somebody else's and, you know, it's really good. It's not your art. You're just a nobody.
Do it!
Beep boop. Stinky.
I'm the great artist, Madarame! If you brats can't fathom that, then you'll witness it for yourselves! Behold
my mastercraft!
The true face.
What? He made copies of himself? I see. Creating duplicates is his specialty.
It's time. Kame no Uzume! Hecaton Kairos! Ravage them!
Yeah. Okay. Now, Panther should have fire for
Not
that.
over yet!
Aye.
Persona! Dance, Carnage! Let's see that again, Dancer! Baton pass!
I don't remember what these guys were weak to. I think they're either weak to like, well, they all have their different weaknesses and strengths. I just forget what. He might have been weak to like nuclear and he might have been weak to like psychokinesis? I don't entirely remember. But I'm just gonna attack the real Madarame. Actually, oh no, I don't. Then I'll just keep attacking Madarame. Okay, so he blocks fire.
Damn it! Stop it, you brats!
Or else what?
You think we'll be daunted by such threats?
Is that what people were? Is that the same way people were begging for their lives when you were ruining their careers? You scumbag! You poo-poo head!
My other self.
Attack the real one.
Disappear from my sight without a trace, like dust scattered in the wind. Damn brats!
Damn brat! I'll sue!
My brilliance strikes like a flash of lightning, and now you'll taste it for yourselves. Take this!
Thunderclap those cheeks.
Persona! Kaguya Piccolo! Don't rush it.
Making sure that he dies.
Let's do this! Dance, Carnage! Let's see that again, Dancer!
And then
You got this!
This is mine.
The baton and follow up!
so I can get that extra damage to kill him. Hell yeah! And so the curtain falls.
With this power.
With this power.
No one cares for true art. All they want are easily recognizable brands.
How do you mean?
I'm a victim in this too. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Excuses now?
The art world revolves around money after all. You can't rise up without any money. Yusuke, you understand, don't you? Being a poor artist is truly miserable.
I mean, he does kind of have that point. It's like, how do you, it's hard to make a career in art because you don't want to have to, but it really requires you to like sort of demand people to pay you, I guess. Well, not like demand, but ask people to pay you. You know what I mean? I don't know. To me, it's just, I feel like it's hard because you want to stay humble because a lot of people are still in that mindset that like art can't be a career, I guess. I don't know, like forms of art really can't be a career, but it can. Whether it's entertainment, whether it's artistry, you know, like actually like making paintings and designing things, whether animation, I don't know. All those are, you know, real things that you can do in the world, but like some people have to make that start, and it's hard to make that start. Not saying I'm trying to sympathize with this evil bastard, but I mean, he does make a point. Like, everyone needs money to live, you know? I hate always having to bring that up. I hate how, like, money is required to be able to live your life. But it's like, you can't do the things you love without having stable income and the ability to not have to live paycheck to paycheck. So in that sense, a lot of people can't do the things they love. Which pisses me off even more. And now granted, you know, the times are, you know, not forgiving right now, but everyone's like, why are younger people like less inclined to travel? Why are younger people not buying diamonds and stuff? It's like, cause we don't got fucking money. Cause we don't have a stable income to where we can live our lives and actually live, and then have free time to do whatever else we want. Most of the time, you gotta just slave and work 9 to 5 or beyond to make a paycheck. So, I don't know. I just, that in that sense, it always makes me mad that people are like, why aren't you like going out and doing the things you like? It's like, well, right now in the current situation, yes, I can't. But second of all, it's because I don't have a real stable life right now, you know? Whatever, I'll let the game do the talking now.
I just didn't want to return to that life!
A fiend like you has no right to speak about the world of art. You're done for, along with this whole wretched world!
No, please! Just don't kill me!
Return to yourself in reality and confess your crimes. All of them.
You're not going to kill me?
Swear it!
All right. What about the other one, though? The one with the black mask.
The black mask? You mean Ryuji? Huh? He's got a black mask. Who?
A black mask? Wait, who's he talking about?
It can't be. There was another intruder besides us within this palace?
There's no time! Hurry!
Get on!
Hey, Yusuke, what should I do?
Put an end to all this and use your own artwork for once.
Yusuke!
No, wait, please! Yusuke!
Shouldn't have used him as a pawn. Still think Kamoshida's shittier though.
The destination has been deleted.
It would be bad if people started getting suspicious of us. We should leave at once.
Okay, like, there's gonna be a lot of morality questions probably while you're listening to me, but in the sense, he technically didn't murder anyone. Now, you can argue that he is sort of an accomplice to murder because he watched his mother die, but he didn't do it himself. It's not like he initiated the woman to have a seizure and fucking stabbed her. No. She started seizing, and instead of calling an ambulance, he just watched her die. Which, granted, doesn't deem that it's okay, but it's not like he physically did anything to insinuate that or to... It's the whole, like, ignoring is the problem. You know what I mean? Like, in that mentality, but... I don't know. I just think what he does is still, like, less than what Kamoshida did, in my opinion, but...
Yusuke, come on.
Right. Goodbye, Sensei.
I guess the mission was a success. All that's left is to see if he had a change of heart or not. Ah, so bitter. Why'd you get it black?
The Sayuri.
You're not gonna get all teary-eyed and say stuff like, Mom, are ya?
To think that this painting was the source of Madarame's distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired.
The genuine painting at his atelier has been altered after all. Ironic as it may be, this one here is her true self-portrait now.
Yeah, that's just true. Imagine painting a painting so good that you make a corrupt old man, a corrupt old con man, steal that work, but like tweak it just a little bit and then sell it for profit. Like, damn. And you're all dead without even knowing any of it happened. But again, as Yusuke said, it's like maybe it's for the best that she didn't know. It's better now to know that it's in her son's hands, which it was intended for.
It's a wonderful painting. And although it took some time, it's in your hands now, Yusuke.
I'm thankful for it. However, it's impossible for this painting to be acknowledged by society anymore.
That's not a bad thing.
You may be right. Seeing my mother's expression here, it's doubtful that she would have wished for fame. So, this is my mother. There's no way that I would remember her face clearly, but
you were like
I was
3
right
when she
about
died.
the rush of emotion I felt when I saw this painting.
God damn it, Yushi.
Stop that!
You're so vulgar, Ryuji.
So, what are you gonna do now? We're gonna keep targeting big shots.
Why do you do such things?
It's to get back at scumbags and, like, society in general. We also want to give courage to the people that are suffering because of selfish adults.
Courage, huh? What good does that do? You mean the courage to stand up for themselves, correct? Will acquiring that make them happy?
I mean, probably. I don't know. I know there's a lot of, like, in Kamoshida's instance, when he was hurting a lot of people, like, all it took was for the school body to just be like, this is wrong, and we're all gonna leave if you don't do something about it. It's almost like everyone's mentality behind the Area 51 raid. It's like, if we all go, they can't stop us all. But no, like, legit, if the student body as a whole had the courage to say, like, this is wrong, and actually knew of what Kamoshida was doing, this is wrong, we're gonna stand up for it, I'm sure they could have done something. But it was in more the instance that, like, there was just a minority of people, like, really seeing Kamoshida's bad side that they couldn't stand up for themselves. I'm just gonna say probably.
Yeah, there's no knowing whether it'll turn out good for everyone or not. Still, we won't know unless we give it a try.
In other words, it all depends on the person, hmm? And the same can be said about myself right now. I also suffered because of an adult's selfish act. Moreover, if we investigate these palaces, it may expand my artistic repertoire.
You really only think about art, huh? You're impressive.
Well, I won't take part in any inelegant plans, all right?
No worries, I've got us covered. Plus, we have a rule that says we always have to decide on a target unanimously.
How about it, Joker? We can give our calling cards a lot more oomph if we have Yusuke on our team.
He would make a great member.
I will try and live up to those expectations.
At any rate, I'm curious. Another intruder besides us, huh?
Our only clue's a black mask, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just one person, right?
I mean, Ryuji has a black mask. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
But there's no way to check anymore. The palace is gone.
I'll try probing Madarame. I may be able to learn something from him.
Are you sure? I mean,
I'll contact you all if anything turns up.
we should probably exchange our contact info with you then.
An artist and a phantom thief. It seems I'll be engaging in 2 trades from here on. Very well. You only live once after all. Still, the incident about this other intruder does concern me a little.
Who are they? And what could they want?
Not only have we dealt with our second big target, we even have a new addition to the team.
Hell yeah.
Goodness, things are going so well.
We're on a roll.
Could the day our name becomes common knowledge be nigh? But I have to say, you sure are something special.
Why, thank you. I
This is
groom
our
every
5th
day.
persona user. It'll help broaden our battle strategies as well. Besides, having an eye for beauty is a must for Phantom Thieves. We're lucky to have Yusuke. An artist is a talent you rarely come across. I mean, he is a bit strange, but still. An artist, huh? What
An
kind of
artist.
person do you think I was? There's no way I'd turn out to be some bad guy in the end, right? I get so engrossed with the embodiment of human desires. And that's not all. When it comes to the metaverse, I'm the only one who can transform into a car. I'm special, but it's still odd.
But you can only do that in the palaces, which is kind of disappointing, but...
Who could I actually be?
Oh, I'll take the high road and say, you're a human.
You really think so?
I'll believe it. For now.
What a half.
I still think you're a car. If car was an answer, I definitely, yeah. I feel like I would have went with that.
Well, there's no way a dashing, honorable rogue like me could be evil. A man who saves those in trouble in the West, while punishing evildoers who may lurk in the East. A man who chastises people that smoke inside in the South, while saving bullied cats in the North. A man who has a sturdy body, and vows to always do one good deed a day, be it rain or shine. I'm that kind of ideal person. Or so I hope.
You don't sound very confident about any of those answers you just gave us.
So if I turn back to being human, surely she'll take notice of me, won't she?
You like someone?
Me? Don't be ridiculous. People chase after me when it comes to love.
Are you sure about that?
Where should I go when I become human? I wonder where she'd like to go. An amusement park, a movie theater, a fancy cafe, shopping. What do you think?
I feel like my bond with Morgana is growing deeper. Follow-up. Chance to perform a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down the enemy.
Alright.
Chance to follow up with a smack to the booty if you can't do it yourself. Yeah, good job, guys. And we all did our best. Allow me to express my thanks once again. Because of you, I was able to retrieve the painting that had been filled with my mother's love. Hearing you say that makes the whole thing worth it, Yusuke. Seriously, I wasn't sure you'd really want to change Madarame's heart. I'm sorry to have worried you. I have no regrets about it now. And the change of heart will happen this time, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get that back. The change of heart will happen. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we did just like Kamoshida. By the way, I'm curious about what he said at the end. You mean about the other intruder besides us? It was something about a black mask, yeah? That may have been nothing more than a lie. Madarame was quite deranged at that point, after all. For now, we should wait for his change of heart in peace. Okay. That reminds me, the home shopping program is airing today. Want to go check it out on the TV? I don't know. I'm gonna save my game.
Man.
Keeping your diary up to date, huh? We should it'd do. Wait, I wish it'd do you some real good, like cancel out your criminal record or something. Yeah. Blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons, assault. Talk about the works. My.
You have expelled one who was stained in vanity.
Sure did.
You are now one step closer to your rehabilitation. It's a delightful thing indeed.
Why, thank you.
Our master is pleased. You should be honored, inmate.
I'd be honored if you could, like, knight me, but with your nose, like, instead of a sword.
However, that man's remarks are concerning. It seems another has made their way into the metaverse.
The Black Mask Man. Who could it be? There's an imposter among us.
My knowledge. But your rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. That is for certain. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
I have high hopes for you. I feel like my bond with Igor is growing deeper. More abilities. Oh no, it's just a rank. It's a rank up. All right. Oh, it's a Monday.
It's Kitagawa. I'm calling about Madarame's state. For the time being, he hasn't suffered a mental shutdown. Other than that, his demeanor seems to have softened a bit.
Well, that's good.
Is that the change of heart?
It could be.
I see. I was curious and looked into Kamoshida as well. It's as if he was an entirely different person. Will the same be true for Sensei?
Probably. I mean, again, the whole frame of the game is that there's a certain point or like object in a person's life where they start to move toward like their twisted desires. So for Kamoshida, it was his Olympic medal. So as soon as he became like an Olympic gold medalist, he got cocky and like decided that he was going to be the king of the school's castle. It's like, oh, they need my help. I'm an expert athlete and blah, 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 blah. So he felt like he could do whatever he wanted. So then with Madarame, now that we revealed that it was the true Sayuri, as soon as he saw Yusuke's mom paint the actual Sayuri, he was like, well, I'm sure Yusuke is going to have talents as well. I think I can manipulate my pupils into like painting me artwork and stuff. So then he became twisted. So I won't deny that at some point Madarame in his life, again, probably when he was like super young, that he actually had maybe some love for painting. Or at least wasn't an asshole about it. At least had like some appreciation for the arts.
I'm sorry to have taken your time. That's all I wanted to tell you. Good. Oh, I'll try asking him about the black-masked intruder from the palace when the time is right. Goodbye then. This time for sure.
He's gonna think you're on medication, dog. That was like Ryuji at the beginning of the game where it was like, oh, there was this weird palace and our teacher was trying to kill us, and I'm like, Ryuji, shut the fuck up. They're gonna think we're on drugs or something.
Oh, have you heard?
Oh god, we're already in class again? Of course they would do this to me. Madarame, the maestro of the art world. Artists with the good eye are rare in Japan. I wonder if he has synesthesia. Is that how you say it? Synesthesia or something like that? I think it's synesthesia. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. Yes, regarding synesthesia, one of the many English terms that come from Greek root words. Haven't heard of it. It's a condition where your senses can cross over to each other, like seeing music as color. There are all kinds of varieties, though. Some sense combinations are more common than others. I feel like I've actually experienced this before. Like, with like food coloring. Like food coloring doesn't have a taste, but like it hits different. You know what I mean? Like, blue to me actually does kind of almost have like a blueberry taste. I think it's more just like my mind thinking that blue is blueberry or something, but like if you put like food coloring in food, I will honestly think it like tastes different, which is pretty much just my perception of seeing it and then tasting it. We call people who experience this phenomenon synesthesiites. Mr. Vanilla, you were staring off to space, weren't you? Well, your number's up. The root words of synesthesia are sin and aesthesius. What do they mean? She wants to know the root words mean. It's all Greek to me, but I can give it a try. Here, let's think about this. It's easier if we put our heads together. Okay, let's start with sin. I think it's a lot... I think that that's in a lot of other words too, like synergy or synchronicity and synthesis. If we think about what these words have in common, then maybe sin means, I think it's together? Together, right? Like it's coming together. That's it, sin means together or a combination of something. As aesthesis, huh? That's like a word for anesthetics. I wonder what it means. Senses. Yeah, that's it. Sounds like we know the definitions of the root words. So that means the full word basically means the senses coming together. Yeah, that's it. Phew, we really got to stay on our toes in this class. I could use a snack after all that brain power. Let's get a treat after this.
This is it.
Good.
Good. You've been studying. Unfortunately, synesthesia is something you have to be born with. You can't learn it. Well, I guess I'm born with it. I don't know. Well, the one example I gave was just like one of the instances. I feel like I've actually like experienced it some other time. Like, well, maybe that's not a good example. There's like been instances where it's like just like the I don't know if it's the same thing, but like the smell of food sometimes is like awful, but like the taste of it is good. But like I don't know, like my taste of it is like gets altered because of how bad I think it smells. I don't know. In truth, I probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Some of the geniuses over the course of history have synesthesia. The composer Franz Liszt introduced his orchestra to play the color purple. The poet Arthur Rimbaud has also said to see color in letters. He's pretty smart. I didn't expect that. He might not be too bad. You're on a roll today. I see. I hear the color blue. Seeing colors as sounds and letters, and feeling shapes and flavors and numbers. Geniuses are common, and common people see the world differently. Were you able to understand that? Synesthesia, huh? That's fascinating. Although the reason Madarame sees the world differently is because his distorted desires. What a scumbag. The reason he sees the world differently is because he's an asshole. I got the virus. Boy, it sucks being stuck inside this bag. I wish I could take Lady Ann out and do something. Oh yeah, something happened to me the other day. I almost got kidnapped. What? I'm glad you're safe. Who do you think I am? As if anyone could ever catch me. It was kind of a close call though. Some girl had this crazy look in her eyes and she was chasing me around calling me Snowball or something. I wonder if she's been going around after other cats and snatching them up like she tried with me. Try checking the fan site and see if anyone's saying anything about it. I wasn't able to find any relevant posts. Maybe it's just not well known problem yet. The only victims are cats, so I suppose that could be the case.
Okay,
Let's try asking around in Yogan to see if we can find the culprit. If cats disappeared from the city. Let's see who we have. Oh my god. Screw you, Morgana. You already know what's happening today. It seems you've gotten used to coming here. You must surely be accustomed to infiltrating palaces by now. Somewhat. Regardless, you have yet to obtain a truly acceptable number of personas. This is not the full potential of the power of the wild card. I suppose this is a prime opportunity to help further your rehabilitation along. Don't worry, this assignment is not mandatory. Think of it almost as a test of strength. What's this assignment?
Now,
We will have you bring us a mask we specify. You just gotta show us the persona we ask for. First off, we would like you to bring us a Jack Frost. It's too easy, Justine. It should be a challenge. I want it to have Mabufu, too.
listen up,
You got that, inmate? Bring us a Jack Frost with Mabufu.
Farewell.
Very well. We ask for a Jack Frost with Mabufu. Please speak with us again when you have it. This will not be mandatory for your rehabilitation, but you will be handsomely rewarded for it. I encourage you to at least try your hand at this. Well, I might as well do that as well then.
This persona.
So now,
Are you finished? What?
still have business here. So basically what this is, the whole thing that Igor mentioned, is that you can bring, you'll be required to bring a specific persona with a specific skill, and this helps rank up the twins' confidant, because they are one as well. What do you want, inmate? Check status of penal labor. What is it, inmate? Need us to check on your penal labor? That persona. Hey, sit right there. So this will rank them up.
It seems you brought the specified persona. Huh. Fine, I'll take it. By the way, your personas are super weak. Not that I'm surprised, inmate.
What do you mean?
Though I guess you deserve at least some praise for finishing your penal labor. You might actually complete your rehabilitation. In order to promote that process, we would like to offer you the use of a new facility.
Hell yeah. I hope it's a
Rare
prison.
to see you smile, Justine. You are the smiling one, Caroline. Did something happen to make you so joyful? Me? Hey, are you laughing at us?
Maybe.
Know your place, inmate! As wardens, we simply feel satisfaction in seeing your rehabilitation progress. That is the extent of it. I find it upsetting that you would see such a matter as a source of amusement.
What? What? Is laughter not okay? I can't smile back at someone who's smiling? That's illegal? Am I getting arrested? Is that why I'm locked up in horny jail?
It's like you forget where you are, inmate. You've got some real guts, though. With that spirit, you should have no trouble making progress. Very well, then. If you have the will to continue your penal labor, we can grant you greater freedom within this prison.
Does that mean I get to, like, actually sleep on a comfortable bed?
It is a deal between us, the wardens, and you, the inmate. Not like you have the right to turn it down, though. Hard work is what you're meant to do, inmate.
So this is a labor prison, or a camp, a prison camp, rather than sort of just like a jail. I made a deal with Caroline and Justine. I am thou, with the birthing of the strength persona. Hell yeah. Group Guillotine allows you to fuse 3 personas to create powerful new ones.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Now, it's time for your next task.
What is thy next task?
Farewell.
We request an Ame no Uzume with the skill Frey. Please come back to us again once you have it.
Hey.
You get how to do it now, then stop wasting time. Just hurry up and finish the task at hand, inmate. But, hey, I already have her. Oh, that's... I see you have brought us an Ame no Uzume with Frey. Hey, very well, your assignment's done.
Very well.
It is commendable that you have chosen to work so diligently toward your rehabilitation. I apologize if I'm kind of like blowing through this fast, because ordinarily, the more you progress through their confidant, the harder persona, like the more higher level and harder skills to obtain personas that you need to fuse for them. But I have made sure that like I've registered all the personas that they need, so I'll literally just need to summon them again and then bring it to them, rather than have to like go through the game to obtain skills and all the bullshit you kind of need to do. So I'm probably gonna blow through their confidant ranking in like a day. So just letting y'all know that it's not, you're not supposed to blow through this like super fast. I guess at least you've got the will to work, of course. I'm always ready to work. Don't give me that smug attitude. This is your duty, inmate. That said, you have completed the task surprisingly easily. Yeah. You might actually be worth our time after all. Justine, tell him his next task. It's on the list, correct? Indeed. Now then, I will assign your next task. Be aware that the tasks on this list will increase in difficulty as we go. Are you prepared? Of course. How admirable. I feel like my bond with Caroline and Justine is growing deeper. Hell yeah. Rank 2, dude.
Alright.
Alright. Once again, we will like to bestow a new privilege upon you. However, it is exceedingly powerful. We ask that you fulfill another task before receiving it. Life's gonna get life isn't gonna just hand you success.
Farewell.
Now, I will assign your next task.
Now.
Try to harbor a florist with Turkaja within you. You only need to speak with us once you obtain it. We will be able to tell. Hey. Got it? A florist with the skill Turakaja? Is that how you say it? Tarukaja? What's a Luigi board? I think, wait, do I have everything I need? Actually, do I have? I do already have. Nah, I think I'll just leave it at that. And if I need another persona, I'll probably just get rid of Jack Frost.
No slack.
Go back and enjoy your break. Oh God, what is wrong with me today? There's always something wrong with me.
I'll just add this.
But yeah, so now we have unlocked the twin confidant. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Let's view that. There you go, twin wardens. They think highly of your will to rehabilitate. You must keep completing their tasks. Did I actually look at... You know, I should probably go through the whole list again. Praise you for your success in the second palace, but warned of someone else in the metaverse. As he talked about becoming human, once again, you were able to hear his inner thoughts. He suddenly ran out after receiving a call from an unknown number. After visiting her friend, she realized she was caused by her weak heart and vowed to train. He heard about the revival of the Trek team, but worries about the new advisor. Think highly, yeah. Owner of the airsoft shop. He can customize guns, but only if you help with his shady work. Seems she was blamed for the medical error, but continues to work on the medicine. Calling himself the Strategic Image Management Rep, he tries to hype up the forum. He was thrilled to see that you were in the nurse's office and offered mental training if you help with research. And there you have it. Another look into the life of a random student. But now that all that bullshit is over, which I'll probably cut out everything except for the twin wardens, we can now talk to one of my favorite mans. See, yeah, I think like cosplaying him wouldn't be so bad. I already kind of got like the scruff that he has. I just have to shave like the mustache part of my goatee, but I kind of got that scruff going. I already wear glasses. See, the thing is, my hair parts on the other side, but I kind of almost have like the same hairstyle. It's not as floofy though. My hair is like a lot straighter. But then of course like the rest of it is just kind of like, you know. I honestly I'd love to, I'd love to cosplay him one day. I love Maruki. He's awesome. But enough blabbering. Let's get hammering. Oh, are you heading home? If you're okay with it, I'd like to get some input from you. Do you have time right now? There's no pressure, obviously, but I feel like I can become closer with Maruki thanks to the counselor persona Nigi Mitama. I feel like my bond with Maruki is growing stronger soon. What are you going to do? Are you going to help Maruki with his research? Help him out. Ah, great. I just finished the counseling session. Now, meet me in the nurse's office. Well, I'm going to go walk around. Let me know when you're ready to leave. Never. I will never leave Maruki's side. I've been getting a lot of students coming here ever since I arrived here. To be honest, it's been kind of a relief. The whole mess with Kamoshida was the reason I was called here after all. They warned me a lot of students had been impacted. I knew there would be a lot of free-floating anxiety. But when I actually got to talk to everyone, I was pleasantly surprised. Most of the things on everyone's mind were college entrance exams, relationship problems, in other words, typical worries for high school students. Some did open up about deeper issues, but not the majority. Some students were still struggling with the scars from the incident, yes, but at the very least, I'm glad the ones who came to me have taken some steps towards recovery. Thanks to you, probably. Well, I can only hope so. I don't think I've done much, but if I've helped even one person, then that makes it all the worth. And you know, I absolutely agree with like, I guess Maruki's take on it. It's like, he kind of believes that it's like hard to help everyone, but as long as he's able to at least help someone, you know, it makes him feel better. And that's kind of how, and that's kind of like me doing this. It's like, not only do I find enjoyment in like playing games and like watching myself play the games again, but like if I could, you know, get people's mind, or you know, get all yours minds off of like some bullshit that was happening through the day for even just like the 2 hours of this episode, or like a half an hour in some of the other episodes, then like that's like honestly a win for me, and that makes me really happy. Just happy knowing that like, you know, you're enjoying, you know, doing something rather than having to do bullshit. Now obviously I wouldn't say sacrifice watching me over, you know, getting your life together. No, absolutely not. No, you should worry about yourself first. But like, I don't know, I always find like watching entertaining things to just keep my mind off of something stupid that happened today. Like whether it was like, I don't know, like I didn't do well on a quiz or something, or someone flipped me off while I was driving, or I don't know, like something that just put me in a bad mood. It usually like helps me get my mind off of those things, because like in reality we really shouldn't worry about those things. They're not life-changing, they just happen, and yeah, we hate them, but it's not gonna put you at risk of dying and sacrificing the rest of your life to the almighty will of the Jesus himself or something. But anyway, let's get back to it. Again, thank you all for sticking around and watching me if you're still out there. I don't think I've done much, but if I help even one person, it makes it all worth it. I know I'm not the most reliable guy, but remember, you can always talk to me too if something's bothering you. I am the counselor here, you know. If nothing else, I'm a good listener. Having said that, it's a little awkward that I have to ask for your help, but you remember how I asked you to help me with my research? Well, I mean, of course I did. I said you'd be helping with my research, but don't worry, it won't be anything too difficult or intensive. I just need you to listen to what I have to say and work through some questions with me. But let's see, maybe I should start at the beginning. Well, it all started when I was born. It all started with the day of my birth. Maybe I should start at the beginning. I can tell you a little about what this research is for. What I'm studying now is pain felt in the mind, or perhaps more fancifully, in the heart. Some specific examples include the pain of someone saying hurtful things to you, or being separated from those you love. Maybe with this would be clearer, pain defined by abstracts like trauma or stress. Bodily, physical pain can be thought of as something necessary, an automatic response to injury, illness, whatever. But about pains felt within one's heart. The pain isn't born from any tangible problems in our bodies, right? It's something strange and immaterial. I guess it goes to show there are still a lot of mysteries in our own hearts and minds. Apparently there's research that shows that if your heart goes through like an immense amount of stress, the heartstrings can snap. And you can actually quite literally die of a broken heart. Because your heart won't be able to pump any like blood anymore. And I want to learn more about these internal psychological pains. Now, this is my question to you. When you do truly feel pain in your heart, when do you truly feel pain in your heart, Vanilla-kun? When I get punched. When someone forcibly punches my... I mean, yeah, but that's not what he's going for. I believe in the power of white lies, where it's like a lie that's not necessarily incorrect, but sort of stirs someone away from the truth. Like, I don't feel bad for sometimes giving white lies, because that's technically still a lie, but I'd say if someone were to backstab me, that would be no bueno. I see, yes, I can sympathize there. Sometimes all it takes is one betrayal for intense trust to turn into intense pain. It can be rough. It doesn't feel good to struggle with the pain in your heart. But with that in mind, how about the pain of a broken heart then? After all, that kind of pain is only born because we fall in love, right? Do you have any thoughts of this kind of pain, Vanilla-kun? It's a seed for new ones. I never took you for a poet, but it's a wonderful sentiment, a very positive way of looking at it. Internal emotional pain can be difficult to deal with, though some say it's always coupled with other feelings. And I agree, of course. I think that it's a fair assessment. Though, personally speaking, I'd like if pain could be avoided. It should be. Maybe it shouldn't exist at all. Fair enough. But, like, that's part of being human, you know? If that makes sense. Like, then we'd all just be robots. If we didn't experience, like, emotional pain. Well, I guess what he's going with is, like, why can't we just experience emotional trust and not emotional pain? Like, if we could just eliminate the pain portion of it. But, like, that's not... It's almost like saying that you could, like, create matter or destroy matter. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like there has to be an up and a down. It's what being a human is. You can't have an extreme high without an extreme low. Because normally, it's like... If you're constantly winning all the time, it's not going to feel like anything. It's not going to feel rewarding. You're going to just go through your day. It's like, this is the norm. But if you have moments where you lose, then coming back and winning feels so much better. It's like you're riding the high of success, not just like, yeah, I'm great. I'm super good at everything. Blah, you know what I mean? It's like the plot to, like, Incredibles, where fucking Buddy or Syndrome was explained. It's like, when everybody's super, then no one will be. It's like, exactly, like, if everyone got exactly what they want, if no one experienced pain, if everyone was just happy all the time, then we wouldn't be human. We'd just be robots. Like, hi Bob, hi Susan, wonderful weather we're having, alright, see you around. Like, it would be boring. Wounds of the heart are much harder to detect. And in that way, they're far more complex than physical injuries. That's why I'm doing this research, to save people who are suffering from internal pain they keep holding on to. You helped me realize that purpose again. Thank you. But did I? Did I help? Of course, thanks to you, I can articulate my thoughts for once. I can sense Maruki's gratitude towards me. Hell yeah. Flow, chance to receive the effects of charge and concentrate at the start of battle.
Alright.
Okay, I think that'll do for today.
Oh?
Why do I get the feeling I'm forgetting something? My mental training? Oh, your mental training. Oh no, I didn't forget about our promise, of course. I'll teach you the tricks for mental discipline, and you help me with my research, just like we decided, right? Now then, how about something like this for today? Thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger.
Alright.
Oh, and here, never a bad time for a snack, right? Hell yeah.
Well,
Okay, now we're ready to wrap things up. He almost backed out of our deal. How could you, Maruki? Oh. We're getting an after-school phone call from Maruki? Oh, this is Maruki. Do you have time to talk right now? I'm taking a breather. Just finished my last counseling session for the day, and I thought I'd thank you once again for your help earlier. Good work over there. Thanks. A lot of students come by and talk today. Hopefully they got something out of it. But to be honest, it's pretty tough juggling this job and my research at the same time. Thanks again for agreeing to help me out. I might be looking for your help more frequently from now on. It'd mean a lot to me if you could lend a hand. Alright, see you later. See ya. I love Maruki. I'm looking at the time I've been recording, and I've already been recording for like so long right now. I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. Well, this is where we get into it, because Maruki is literally the thought of like the heart and mind. So it's like, of course I'm gonna dump into those subjects. Come on now. Like, how am I not gonna be able to talk about that stuff? I wonder if that Yoshida guy is giving a speech in Shibuya again today. Oh, god damn it. I forgot about Yoshida. Well, if he's the only one I can talk to, yeah. I might as well. I said I was at least gonna start his confidant, because then I can unlock his like already pre-made skills since I've ranked him out before. But again, like I probably won't progress him unless you guys like absolutely want to see it. So just, I mean, like, let me know if you want to. Like, I won't be opposed of doing it. I just like, I don't really care to talk about politics and stuff, because that's pretty much all you do with Yoshida. There have been far too many incidents recently to ignore. Can anyone deny this? I think runaway train incidents say we've discovered the truth of it all. And apathy prevents society to direct us, but I think I've already read that. Hey, about Yoshida's speech skills. We should make use of them and negotiate with shadows. Good idea. Right? You should ask him. Teach you how to give speeches? Why? I want to do what you do. I'd love to help you out, though. How shall I teach you? It's time for my speech. Let's talk about this later. Weren't you already giving the speech, though?
And while our society appears to be prosperous, many of our young people are quietly suffering. They lack jobs, security, savings. The next generation will lead us into the future, and yet they have no plan for how to arrive there.
Watch where you're going, you little shit. You bumped into me, you old goat.
Uh-oh. Things are getting heated in the political world.
This isn't good.
Let's mediate.
Yes, let's. Good citizens, please stop fighting. What is the point of bickering over such a trivial matter?
This is none of your business. Yeah, seriously, just shut up. What's with this guy?
Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must return to my speech. Together, we can create a bright future for the next generation.
Gah, so righteous. That really annoys me. Enough of your arrogance, no good Torah!
Uh-oh.
What? As if anyone would actually vote for you! Are you planning to embezzle funds again? Or maybe criticize one of your constituents again? You criminal!
No, that was all in the past.
Yeah, the past comes and haunts us.
I've gone and done it again.
I mean, that is campaign obstruction.
Yes, but I cannot say that to the crowd before an election. Regardless, whenever someone calls me no good Torah, I panic. I went through quite an ordeal 20 years ago. Let me explain. I used to be a member of the National Diet. I was elected during the rise of the Kuramoto children. We were backed by powerful Diet members. This was about 20 years ago. I was very inexperienced back then, both as a politician as well as a human being.
It all started 20 years ago. I was a member of the National Diet 20 years ago. So about 20 years ago, the National Diet invited me to be in the National Diet 20 years ago. Like, what the...
That inexperience led me to be involved in a series of major political scandals. People refer to my blunders as no good Torah's 3 strikes. The first was being caught missing a legislative meeting to take a personal vacation. Then, I was accused of embezzling a large sum of money from the party, giving me 2 strikes. Finally, I called a voter an idiot at an open forum, which resulted in scandal and strike 3. I was out and branded a washed-up politician. You said you wanted to become a member of the Diet.
I didn't say that.
But do you see the man before you?
I literally said I just wanted to learn how to get speeches from you, like how to talk. A questionable background, accused of embezzlement. However, he has conviction and wants to change the world. Public speaking skills could be useful for the Phantom Thieves, so I'll make a deal with him.
Do you really want to receive my guidance?
You seem to have conviction.
I'm happy to hear that. However, everyone says I have no chance to get elected. So why come to me?
I like your technique. Technique! Technique!
You mean giving speeches? I'm afraid I'm not so great that you'd be able to learn anything. The most important part about giving a good speech is believing in yourself. Perhaps one day, I will believe in myself again. But you sure got me there. You're a strange young man. Very well. If learning how to give a great speech is what you seek, then I'd be happy to instruct you. In exchange, I would like for you to continue assisting me. Let's get started, shall we?
No problem, Bob. I've made a deal with Yoshida. Politics? Really? Yeah.
Staging your crimes with calling cards. It's hard to believe that a student could manage this alone. An adult. For example, someone talented enough to move people with words. Perhaps they coached you. Isn't that right?
Perhaps. I am thou, thou art I, with the birthing of the sun persona.
I have a...
That's a creepy son.
All right.
Let's pursue your dream of becoming a member of the Diet.
It's not my dream to be in the political world, dog.
Oh my, we've been talking for far too long. Let's call it quits for today.
I'm not trying to get political with you. I just want to learn how to talk.
You.
Vanilla-kun. I'm sorry, there's something I forgot to mention. It's about my speech schedules from this point on. Would you be willing to stick around to hear it? Let me write this down real quick. Write that down, write that down! Quite a practical young man, eh? Well, I won't take up too much of your time. I'll be here giving my speeches every Sunday. You're welcome to drop by and help me whenever you've got the time. That's
Well,
all
then,
I wanted to
shall
say.
see you
Now,
again soon.
be careful on your way home. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of Persona 5 Royal. I hope you all enjoyed. Got to steal Madarame's heart. Let's go. Another one down. And this is the first time, like, us as, like, an established Thieves group, we actually got to take someone's heart. So, we're moving up in the ranks, boys. We're not just taking down high school teachers. We're now taking down actual, like, famous artists. So, with that being said, thank you all again for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.